Hello, and welcome to the Speedrun podcast. The last episode I'm filming in the house where I started this.
You scared me. You scared me. I was just like, what? You didn't tell me this was we were ending the show?
I mean, technically, the next episode after this, which we're recording in Houston, Texas, with right before my wedding with G Next Level and some other friends, is going to be the last episode of this season of the podcast, of the 2021 season. And then when we go into the 2022 season, it's all going to be in person.
And it's going to be a huge upgrade.
Yeah, like, next month is going to be partially in person. Like, Jazzie will still be on call, but, like, you know, like... By the way, hi, everyone, I'm Jamie. But you know what?
Hi, I'm Jazzie.
We're gonna do it in person. It's gonna be good, and it'll be the first episode in, like, the past month's worth that wasn't recorded on October 30th.
For the episode that's going to be a panel, are you going to have me, like, phone in, or is it just going to be the panelists?
Which panel? Oh, the one where it's just... The one down
I thought
there.
that was for a con. Never mind.
No, for when it's time... Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Remind me later, I have free WestJet tickets, potentially. If you want to do Comic-Con up here in Vic next year.
Free plane tickets. Oh boy, I'll have to get over my trauma surrounding the TSA real quick.
We can fly together. I can bring my portable monitor and we can play. I'll bring the PS5.
No, let's not. Excuse me, ma'am. Is this a bomb? We're going to have to finger your butthole. Speaking of which, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Edition. Pokemon
Yes.
Doug Dim and Dome and Poop Edition.
So, this year's a big year because the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes, Pokemon BDSP, Brilliant Diamond, and Shining Pearl coming out. And they're probably going to be out by the time of this. And I had to reserve a copy, even though I never really reserved games. Because guess what the first video game I ever reserved was 15 years ago?
Pokemon Diamond.
The original Diamond. So as I start the timer, I just want to go over just some memories with Diamond. I want to do a proper Pokemon Diamond and Pearl retrospective video at some point. But this will at least get some of the more important ones out. First off, Jazz, do you have any Gen 4 Diamond and Pearl? Maybe even Platinum memories? Platinum is so much better than base Diamond and Pearl, my god.
I do. They came out in 2007, right?
Mm-hmm. 2006
Wow.
in Japan. You okay?
Excuse me.
You
Wow.
dying? Are we feeling that old from this?
You know the meme of, like, when you swallow your spit and then you're, like, Magikarp all over your...
Yeah.
That's literally what I
feel.
just did. Oh, man, I just made the ugliest face into the camera when I did that. Hi, I'm back. So, Diamond Pearl came out when I was almost ready to leave middle school in 2007. So, and that was also the height of the emo era for those keeping score at home. I had Diamond on pre-order, and I was really excited to play it. Specifically because, and like I was saying, I was like a preteen. I was getting ready for high school, so I was exiting the quote-unquote Pokemon age, like the actual target demographic. And at the time, as my interest was like stirs, and everything, because I was like way into Gen 3. And obviously I had played the Game Boy Color games because I was born in the 90s and everything. But my interest was starting to wane a little bit because I was getting busier with school, and like RuneScape was taking over my life and Warcraft was taking over my life because that's when Burning Crusade came out. And a whole lot of things. But I still pre-ordered it. I still got it. I still played it. I still loved it. What sold me was the idea that you could use your DS's Wi-Fi connection to trade over the internet. That was mind-blowing to me. And I was like, this is going to be amazing. This is going to revolutionize it. And then I go to the GTS, and everyone wants a shiny Mew for like a Bidoof. It's like, oh, you want my perfect EV-IV Bidoof? Oh, that'll be 6 Ho-Ohs, please. Fuck you too.
I know it was so shitty as well back then, because I remember I had a DS, I was pumped. The only game I had up to that point was like frickin' I think the only DS game I had at that point was Mario 64. New Super Mario Brothers, the original.
Oh, that's really good. That's a good one.
I didn't get Mario 64 DS till years later, but we lived out in the country in Texas. For the longest time, our internet speeds, all the way up until 2012, were 3 down with no guaranteed upload speed. And then we got a big upgrade to 20 down, 3 up.
Ooh! Damn, that's rough.
So we had Nintendo sold an actual wireless dongle that you could plug into your and that's what I did. Every time I wanted to get something from the Wii shop, I'd have to take my mom's old Windows XP laptop, and route like an Ethernet cable and plug it in, or plug in the dongle to it and connect my DS to the dongle, and that's how I trade Pokemon. Either that or I go to McDonald's. Later on, I could just go to McDonald's.
Right. And while you're there, you can get a kid's meal while you're at it, and that's always a win.
Yeah, or, when I got older, I just upgrade for the kids' meal to, like, a 20-piece Nuggies,
I still get Happy Meals. It's the perfect amount of food for an adult human. But every time I tell them I want the book in my Happy Meal, they never give me the goddamn book. They always give me
the book, damn it.
I want the book. If you didn't know, in the States, if you don't want the Happy Meal toy,
I have this problem too.
It's true. Exactly. You can request in the United States and Canada, if you don't want the Happy Meal toy, you can request the book, which is the under 3 thing. It's just like, oh, this is cute. Because I don't want more, like, plastic toys just, like, littering my house. Because it's like, you know what I mean? Unless they're doing, like, a trading card promotion, which case, gimme. But if it's not, just give me the book. And they never give me the book with my Happy Meal and my McGriddle.
And it's like, I do that because I'm like, oh, the books are an easy thing for, like, when my niece and nephew come to visit. And I don't have to pay extra for that. I want to buy Nuggies anyways.
For real. Anyways, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, there was a Pokemon card promotion around that time, if I remember right, as well. So it kind of ties in.
There was.
But Diamond and Pearl itself, quick things what I loved. I loved how big Sinnoh felt. Sinnoh felt like a huge frickin' region.
There were a billion legendaries.
You beat the game. Oh, hey, there's this entire island. That's a mini region up in the top right. I'm like, this place is huge.
It's massive.
Random caves. There's some caves that I remember. I went back and I played Platinum in high school while on a school trip. And I remember finding caves that, like, 5 years prior, I'd never found. Like, I found one under the route with the cycling road. I found out by using the action replay, like the Darkrai Island, or the cut Azure Flute event. And then also using the action replay to clone Arceus's. I got real popular among my nerdy friends with that.
Yeah. I still have my action replay DS. I need to bust that out sometime.
Did you know those are worth like $80 now? And I have like 5 of them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, well, and it's funny because I'm like, you see, I got the action replay DS, but then I need a new one for the action replay DSi. And then, like, I fucked up the cartridge on that one, so I have to, like, hold down the cartridge on the back. Because action replays weren't the best made until I got a new one. And then I got one that works with the 3DS, but still only for DS games.
The ones for Game Boy Advance were made out of pure Nintendium. They were nuts.
I had a Game Shark for the Game Boy Advance. That was a literal handle.
Oh, I remember it. Yeah, not brass knuckles, but Nintendium knuckles. Just, it was great.
Sponsored by Intex, motherfuckers.
Oh my god. But yeah, Diamond and Pearl was about the time when action replays were like super widespread available. And so there were a lot of duped Pokemon, which fed into the economy on the GTS of being only legendaries all the time. But my favorite features, besides the GTS, had to be Pal Park. Because I had 3 copies of, like, completed Gen 3 games. And a ton of progress. So being able to bring those up into Diamond and Pearl was super cool. But I also really love the underground bases. because at the time, everyone in my middle school also had DSs, also had Diamond and Pearl. And so before school, when we were just all hanging out on the schoolyard, we would just open it up and just all run around in the secret bases. And it was like a really cool social experience.
Another thing as well is we have to talk about my second favorite legendary Pokemon, which I stumbled upon by complete accident. It was one of my favorite is Kyogre. Love that big whale. Second favorite, though, and I stumbled across it, scared the shit out of me, Giratina.
Giratina.
Which in Platinum is the main one, but in Diamond and Pearl, there's this cave, and that you can really easily get lost in the post-game. What was it, like in Send-Off Spring? Like, this is literally like the Pokemon equivalent of, like, the devil.
It's literally like you go to Pokemon Hell to visit Pokemon Satan.
Yeah, you go into his dark, foggy cave, and you find him, and he's like a six-legged giraffe that can turn into a snake.
He looks like a giant centipede.
Yeah, that giraffe centipede.
With wings. And red eyes.
And like a golden crown. Scared the hell out of me. I thought it was the coolest thing when I caught him.
Oh yeah, no, it was super fucking cool. I also loved...
Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, all I was gonna say is that I'm real excited because, like, when I played Diamond Pearl, yeah, Dialga Palkia is pretty cool. I saved the Master Ball for Giratina.
Oh yeah. I want to circle back to what you said. I really loved all of the special event ones. The Darkrai event was amazing. The Shaman event, which I got to do legitimately, that was amazing. The Shaman event was beautiful. Just because of like the flowery grove you go to, and you just run for what seems like ever. Like one of the biggest maps in Pokemon, you just run forward, and then you meet Shaman. Manaphy was also really cool because you got Phione in an egg from Pokemon Ranger, which was another DS game out at the time, and everyone bought it specifically to get Manaphy. Oh gosh, what was one of the other ones?
Heatran.
Heatran, thank you.
Darkrai?
I did Darkrai, Shaman, Arceus. Arceus did not have an official event here in the States, but you can action replay yourself the Azure Flute to experience that pretty easily. And if you don't know what all those, like, Dragon Plate, Ice Plate, well, those are for Arceus. Super cool event where you just go up and you meet, like, Pokemon Yahweh, basically. And it's just like, and then you could go to Pokemon Hell and meet Pokemon Satan. And it's really cool. Because the amount of stuff you can do in that game, just nuts.
I feel like we could do another speedrun on it, but the last note I want to end on, first off, two things. First off, Rotom I thought was a legendary for the longest time.
Rotom, yes.
Do you know Rotom's not a legendary?
We thought it was legendary for a long time. Before it's just like, everyone's Pokédex is now a Rotom, LOL.
Yeah, and it's funny because it's like, no, you find in a TV it's possessed, and then in Platinum, oh, it has 5 forms. Now it's like, yeah, it's freaking everywhere. Yeah, it's rare. And I'm like, what a retcon.
Oh yeah, no, seriously, Rotom was built up to be like, oh, this is an uber legendary. It has a special thing. You have to go through a haunted mansion that has a ghost walking around in it. Oh, it's fine. It's everywhere now in Sword and Shield. It's like, man, come on.
Man. Now, to bring it back up and on a very high note, speaking of Manaphy, they are bringing back the Manaphy Egg event. If you buy Pokemon Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl before February of next year, this is not sponsored. We just like the product. You just get given a Manaphy Egg as like an early adopter's bonus.
You know, hatch into a Phione. Because a little bit, Manaphy Egg, it's a Phione egg and it evolves into Manaphy. It's effectively a Manaphy Egg.
It's really dope. You can get Manaphy and Phione that way. And it's great, too, because my favorite egg hatching route is back. You know, the one that goes... What's it called? Slaceon Town? Is that the one I'm thinking of where the daycare is? Where there's just this massive stretch of land. You can just bike back and forth, hatch eggs. Oh, I was so here for it.
So good. It's almost as good as the one in X and Y where you just hit left and go around in a circle forever.
This was so bad for my original 3DS, but I used to just put a rubber band around a circle pad.
Oh, God.
And just leave it there to hatch eggs.
Your poor circle pad. That's like when people. That's like when they decided to put Smash Out on it, and everyone's circle pad just went whee into the ether.
I'm like, huh? It kind of died.
Yeah.
All right, last all Canadian episode of Speedrun for the foreseeable future. I think that's a good note to end off on. See y'all in Houston for the end of season special. And then for the start of the next year's season of Speedrun, when we're in Cleveland, Ohio.
Hopefully forever.
Maybe. We'll see where...
We'll see.
We'll see. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to move. I don't like my current townhouse. There was a literal fire at my complex. One of my neighbors died.
The landlord is getting a big old lawsuit. There's an arson investigation. Shit is wild where you are.
Things are wild. I'm pretty sure it's we're in Canada, and yet I think one of my neighbors got shot last. I found it wasn't a gunshot. Someone had got a Roman candle shot through their window.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you're living on a college campus. I haven't shot a Roman candle since I was a freshman in university.
Well, at least it's not like when I was a kid in Texas. We just went straight for the bottle rockets.
Oh man, bottle rockets are fun. Yes, juvenile delinquency.
So on that note,
so somber.
for one more time, this is probably, if not the second to last episode recorded with Riverside FM. Link in description below, along with Podbean, who hosts the show. It's in the show notes. In addition, you can support us on Patreon. Join great folks like Robert, Nabby, Hornerbrook, and Lexi in the $10 tier, or for low as $1 a month. Get episodes of the podcast a week early, and even get video versions of the show. And if you do enjoy the show, then hey, I would really appreciate it if you leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Jazzie, you also edit this and really make this possible. Like, I'm really, really, grateful for everything you do, because you're an incredible girl.
Oh gosh,
I'm not just saying that as your friend and co-host. Like, I really do mean it.
Oh,
as all
thanks.
Of that.
It means a lot.
But what do you do? Tell them what you do.
I work at Cleveland Audio Mixology, which is a co-op, a very lefty socialist co-op of editors and producers and content creators up here in Cleveland, Ohio, and we make bad audio sound good.
Excellent. So on that note, for one last fully Canadian time, I don't know, maybe we'll be close to Ontario, probably not the last Canadian time.
But my last time in Canada
But my last time in Victoria, BC.
Good riddance.
Unless we record at Comic-Con. Thank you very much for watching / listening. Stay classy, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.